Welcome to 8801 Cheviot Road, home of the Colerain Cardinals, on a beautiful sunny Friday afternoon here for some early evening baseball. This is Chris Simonitis with WeAreColerain.com, along with Brian Wyatt, and we are happy and excited to be bringing you Colerain Cardinal baseball action, where today your 7-1 and co-GMC leading Colerain Cardinals are taking on the 5-4 Oakland Hills Highlanders. So we have absolutely been blessed with beautiful weather here in Cincinnati, specifically here at Colerain High School, where it's been rain and cloudy and foggy all week. Not the case today. Today, hi guys, I've just been told to turn and face the camera. We typically don't have all this room in our football press box, so we've got Brian, who's also working as our production guru tonight, trying to get us live on the web. On WeAreColerain.com, but first and foremost, want to shout out to all of our volunteer friends at Waycross Community Television for the great work they do in continuing to provide support for Colerain High School and the entire Colerain community, and bringing events like this to you in your room. So as I said, it's a beautiful day here at Colerain High School. We're getting ready to kick off. We've got the managers for both schools at home plate with the umpires going over the ground rules, and tonight ought to be a very good game. Colerain has had a very good season so far at 7-1. This is a team that's going to score a lot of runs, and because they score a lot of runs, they're going to win a lot of games. And thankfully, today hopefully will be no different. Now, yesterday, kind of the big news for Oak Hills, they beat Mason yesterday, which is a big win in the GMC. Mason, of course, one of our power programs in the conference as well. So today ought to be a fantastic day for baseball. There you can see the Colerain Cardinals getting ready to take the field, obviously, as they're the home team, and they'll be on the field first. So, Brian, I'm doing a lot of talking, trying to give you some time to maybe see if we can get our online working as well.
So, Colerain High School.
Yeah, keep talking, Chris.
Okay. Do you have the starting lineups? Can I go through the starting lineups? If you can hand them to me, I'll be more than happy to read them. So, again, thank you for tuning in to the broadcast. Again, if you're watching this on tape delay on Waycross Community Television, thank you for taking the time to watch it. We certainly do appreciate it. So, let's see here. Let's go ahead and, well, actually, I think we're going to pause because we'll probably be doing the national anthem here in just a minute. They do the national anthem, right?
Yes.
Okay. We'll give it a pause. We'll go silent here for just a minute, and we'll be doing the national anthem. Again, the Cardinals are out on the field. Pitchers coming in from the pen.
Now we'd like to introduce the players of both teams for today. Welcoming the Oak Hills Highlanders. Batting first will be number 17, playing third base, Jonathan Deifel. Batting second will be number 4, playing second base, Zach Doran. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 23, Drew Goins. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 26, Austin Penwell. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 19, Donovan Saylor. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 10, Connor Young. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 9, Jared Druess. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 16, Taylor Lane. And batting ninth, number 7, the center fielder, Griffin Kane. And now welcoming your Colerain Cardinals. Batting first, the catcher, number 13, Corey Heffron. Batting second, number 22, the left fielder, Genesis Hillard. Batting third, playing center field, number 5, Jake Murray. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 3, Spencer Henn. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 7, Kyle Bolden. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 4, Jared Fleck. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 15, Christian Devesky. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 8, Ryan Murray. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 17, Joe Godey. And pitching, number 14, Stephen Athan. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would ask that you would stand and remove your hats to join us in honoring our great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
And we're back. National Anthem just finished playing. Beautiful rendition there by the pre-recorded set. Again, it is a beautiful day. Welcome to Colerain High School, where we are now live on wearecolerain.com, bringing you live footage. So hopefully, if there's anyone at home, we tweeted it out earlier today at on our Twitter account, We Are Colerain, to let people know we'd be going live. And we are, in fact, live. We're going to have lots of multiple camera angles. Again, thanks to our friends at Waycross for providing that kind of coverage for our game today. So, Brian, you're back in. First and foremost, thank you, Brian, for the patience to get us up and running. The production ability of your son clearly runs in your veins. You got us up and running on the website, and we've got our sound. So, welcome to the broadcast.
Well, we're back in here, and you know what? With all the rain we've had, a little bit of technical difficulties is not going to faze me. We're getting the game in today, and it's beautiful weather. We're going to get it. We're going to see the Colerain Cardinals host the Oak Hills Highlanders. Colerain comes in at 6-1. Lost their last game. They were on a roll earlier. Just lost at Fairfield the other night. Oak Hills, on the other hand, they're at 500. They're 5-4 overall. 4-4 in the conference. Coming out here on the mound for the we're getting ready to start here, Chris.
Third baseman, number 17, Jonathan Deifel.
So up first, the third baseman, number 17 for the Oak Hills Highlanders, Jonathan Deifel. This is a senior third baseman. He's batting .370 on the year with a 261 on the year with a .370 on base percentage.
Now on the mound, Stephen Athan for the Colerain Cardinals starts the first pitch. He's a fastball pitcher with a little bit of knuckle change. Starts off with the strike. Second pitch, there it is, hit to the right side, right to the right fielder. Base hit to start the ball game for the Highlanders.
So right fielder, the sophomore Kyle Bolden, getting that ball in play, and against a fastball pitcher, you have to believe that if this is a predominantly I say predominantly left-handed. We've only had two batters, but they're both lefties so far. Kyle's going to be busy out there in right field, no question.
Yeah, coming up to the plate now is Zach Doran, the second baseman, a junior. Nathan Colerain brings his plate, squares up the bunt, and it goes off foul ball.
Interesting, trying to catch the third baseman, number 15, the junior Christian Danevsky, may be sleeping a little bit, but he's not going to be surprised from here on out if he tries to lay that down.
He's just looking to move the runner over there. You try to score early and get your leadoff runner on, you got to move him over. So we got one strike, no balls. Athan stretches the pitch, delivers a little high, ball one.
How many times have we tried to broadcast games in the past, Brian, and it just poured down rain? We always got rain down.
We've had one baseball game and one softball game that we were scheduled to broadcast.
Already this year.
Already. And that one's up in the eyes, too. 2 balls and 1 strike.
So Stephen Athon, a senior, pitched 5 innings this year, did pick up the win, had 6 Ks, and is the only outing so far of the year. You like your senior on the mound here.
And again, he's gripping the ball a little tight. He's up in the zone. He's got to keep bending over, deliver the ball, finish the delivery. So 3-1, runner on first. And again, up in the zone.
Kind of missed badly on those last 3 pitches. I mean, outside of the ball that was close enough to attempt to bunt.
Hitter, number 23, Drew Goins.
He's got to get that ball down a little bit.
Yeah, that brings Drew Goins to the plate, the designated hitter, leading the Highlanders with a .385 average.
Yeah, it's their big hitter right here, number 23. He's a junior, listed on the roster as a pitcher. Is he pitching today?
He's designated hitter, so.
Okay, so I'm going to say no.
Did not see who warmed up.
We'll get that before they get out. So we got 2 runners on, nobody out.
Stephen Athan checks the runners, brings it, same spot, high and tight.
Catcher for the Cardinals, number 13, junior Corey Heffron. If he sees one more ball here, I expect him to get up and maybe walk out and have a talk with the senior hurler.
To the plate. Again, high
very
and
high,
tight. And you called that one correctly. Heffron out to the plate. You're just not finishing. Maybe you're not bending the back, maybe not bringing through the hips, but you're just not finishing when you're consistently leaving it up in the zone like that.
That's a great point, Brian. And that's actually, you could see Corey out there on the mound doing exactly that same thing, telling Stefan, look, you've got to finish, bring it down, come up over top of your head completely, and deliver the ball.
But
Sometimes it gets in your head, and you're worried about pitching instead of just throwing the ball.
Well, it's early on. You're trying to just get into the groove of the game, and nerves are a little tight. So see if Athon
That's a much better
brings
pitch.
it down a little bit, takes a little bit of velocity, and hits the inside corner for a strike.
Isn't that amazing?
2-1.
Isn't that amazing what a little trip to the mound just kind of break up the monotony of the pitching can do for you?
You always hear the cliche, don't think, throw.
Exactly. Don't think about it, just throw it.
So runner first and second. Stephen Ethan checks the runner, brings it home, and blows it past him to even the count to 2-2.
That's some serious cheese right there. Brought the nasty number one.
You know, we saw the attempted bunt there on the second batter to move the runners, but they got their top hitter up there. They're not going to try to sacrifice him. He's got the green light at 2-2. No outs, first and second. A little nubber off to first base. Hen's going to take it, get the sure at first, but he does move the runner over to second and third, so he does his job.
Yeah, I mean, if the idea was to move the runners over, and that's always the case in baseball, get them on, get them over, get them in. He did exactly that with the nubbler to first, took it the other way. Runners now second and third with one out. Potential scoring situation here with two runners in scoring position for the Highlanders. See, up at the plate is number 26, Austin Penwell, a sophomore batting at 273.
First pitch is a ball.
Just a little bit high and outside, but I like that pitch. See if you get him to chase. First time through the lineup is always a period of discovery for both the pitcher and the hitter.
Second and third, just trying to put the ball in play, get an early lead. As Athon delivers, this one's low.
That was a good pitch, so keep it down. Don't want to get anything up around belt high, cause some real problems. This is a big kid for a sophomore.
Yeah, with your number 4 hitter up, got some pop to his bat, but you've got space to put him with first base open. 2-0 count. To the plate, this ball's hit hard down third, but foul.
He's got some serious bat speed, this sophomore. He turned on that inside pitch and took it right down the third base line. Chalk came flying up out of the batter's box.
Yeah, I'd like to compliment, too, the Colerain coaching staff and the volunteers. This field has been not in the best shape the last couple of years, but they've really worked on it. And with all the bad weather, it looks just beautiful today.
It really does.
So 2-1 count, 1 out, runner at second and third. This
Strike.
one's to the plate for a strike. Evens the count at 2-2.
Beautiful. Also, a little shout out to and talking with soon to be outgoing athletic director Dan Bolden, chatting with him before the game, telling me that head football coach Tom Bolden was out cutting the grass earlier to help get the field ready.
Got to pull double duty here. 2-2 to the plate. This one's outside. A nice play there by Austin Penwell. Didn't like the pitch, but just fouled it off to get another one to bring the count, keep the count at 2-2.
Absolutely, trying to protect the plate there. Reached down and get that one. He was a little behind on that, but did just enough to poke it into foul territory, well past the first base side. So 2-2. Let's see if we can put him away here. Come on, Stefan. Blowing right by him.
Brings it in
Good
high
pitch.
and tight. He jams him with that one for our second out of the inning, our first strikeout.
That's a huge pitch right there, high and tight. You can see here on replay on Waycross Community Television, as well as the website. Got him, tied him up right in on the hands. It's exactly where you want to put it.
That'll bring the first baseman, Donovan Saylor, the junior, up the plate.
So no score here early. 2 runners on, second and third, but 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Cardinals trying to get out of here without allowing any runs.
Spots the outside, but a little too far outside. Ball 1. Infield playing straight up. Athline sets, takes a little bit off it, and he called that one a ball.
He called that a ball.
Just a little bit up out of the zone. Not too far. Made me get a second look. Yeah, it might have been a little up.
Maybe. I don't know. I like calling the high strikes a little bit.
So 2-0 count, 2 outs, runner at second and third.
Missed that one badly outside.
Missed that one outside, 3-0. You don't want to give him anything easy to hit here. He does have first base open.
Right. Donovan Saylor, the junior, batting 222 on the year, though. I mean, this guy would not conceive to be a big threat. No, only 1 double, 1 extra base hit on the year. There's a beautiful pitch.
Right down the middle of the plate. But you never know, early in the season, guys struggling. Yeah, they've faced a pretty tough beginning of the season, some of the teams that they face. So
Yeah, Oak Hill's losing their first 2 games of the year, 7-4 and 2-0 to perennial
Their last
power
game,
Lakota
they
East.
beat GMC powerhouse Mason.
Yep.
Athens delivers, and this one is a
Beautiful
ground ball to the second baseman. He takes it to Hen, and that's the inning. They put 2 runners on with a base hit and a walk, but come away with nothing. After the end of one, or middle of one, it is Colerain nothing, Oak Hills nothing, Colerain coming to bat.
Colerain fans, we'd like to remind you that the Breakfast of Champions is going to be coming up on May the 16th. We're going to be inducting new members into the Colerain High School Hall of Fame and recognize our outstanding student athletes and teams from the 2014-2015 year. The breakfast will be starting at 8:30 in the morning, and the awards starting approximately 9 o'clock in the morning. It's a free event and open to you, the public, so be sure to make your plans for May the 16th for the Breakfast of Champions held right here at Colerain High School.
Coming back in from commercial here on wearecolerain.com. Again, thank you to all of you taking the time to watch this game on tape delay on Waycross Community Television. There are all kinds of events all throughout the spring. Tony Suarez, who's our coordinator, our contact at Waycross, will tell you that the spring is by far the busiest time of the year for them. So we always encourage you, if you can help them, because they're always looking for help. You see it right there across your screen, www.waycross.tv/volunteer. You can be involved in any production that they need help on, and there's a lot of them, whether it's at a school level or a community level. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time. And don't worry if you're nervous. You don't have to get on a microphone and talk. It's not necessary at all. But for those like Brian and I, we wouldn't have it any other way.
Love to hear the sound of our own voices. So thank you, everybody from Waycross, and not just Tony, but all the guys that run on the camera and getting the replays, the guys in the booth. They volunteer their time. So thanks everybody here. So on the mound, why don't you tell us a little bit about this pitcher? Number 27, Jake Newman. Coming up for Colerain is number 13, Corey Heffron.
So number 27, Jake Newman, a senior pitcher, pitched 6 innings so far this year, striking out 3, having a 0 ERA, did pick up a win with a .67 whip. So again, very early in the year, but only pitched once. He's a big boy, there's no doubt about it, and you got to believe he's going to be bringing some serious heat today.
Heffron is the son of Brian Heffron, who's a defensive back coach and a baseball coach here for a while, taking a little bit of time off this year. Nice curveball. Heffron stays with the 1-0 pitch and drives it to left field, a single for the Cardinals.
That's beautiful. 27, you look at him and you think just fastball kind of guy, but you're right. He tried to drop a curve in there, and not fooled at all was Heffron. He took the ball and pulled it and drove it right in between the gap. It's third and short, and now he stands on first with nobody out. And we've got, in my estimation, the very incredibly early front runner for GMC Player of the Year, Genesis Hilliard.
Genesis Hilliard, he is just hitting the heck out of the ball. He quit football to stick with baseball a couple years ago, and this way he had real dedication to the weight room, and it shows with the power he's got right now. So
yeah, we'll throw back to first.
Keeping him close, a throw over to first base.
Some of the stats on Genesis, they really are eye-popping. 25 at-bats so far this year, 15 hits and 25 at-bats. Boy, they're not giving the catcher any room at all. I wonder.
Well, I was here Saturday to watch a doubleheader with Sycamore, and Colerain does like to run. Comes to the plate, and Hilliard drives it up the middle. A slow ground ball taken by the second baseman, trying to take it himself, and that's a double play. One pitch, 2 outs right there, and that erases the base runner Heffron.
Maybe one of the, as I'm getting ready here to sit here and tout Genesis and his unbelievable stats, 15 hits, of which 4 doubles, 1 triple, 2 homers, 12 RBIs. He hits into a double play, but good play by the second baseman. Picked it up off the ground and just took a few steps to his right, tagged the base, and threw it on over to first for the completion. So now there's 2 outs, and nobody on base.
And that'll bring up the senior Jake Murray.
Jake Murray, number 5, playing center field today, batting .450 on the year. I mean, your top 6-7 hitters in this lineup all hitting well over 300. So yeah, Colerain is they're the leading team in the GMC in terms of runs scored.
Big breaking ball.
Yep, he got a piece of it. I heard the tip, but he missed it. So with 2 outs and that'll
be 0-2. Nobody on base. Murray trying to get something going. Another breaking ball to the outside. Nice block by the catcher. Takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Newman delivers. Another breaking ball, but this one's in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. He's going to take it to first base. And first baseman drops it, handcuffs him right there. And we got a base runner here for Colerain Cardinal as Jake Murray beats out the strikeout.
Base, number 3.
So 3 outs officially. You're keeping score over there. 3 outs officially, but error on the first baseman. So we do have Murray on first. And that's why for anybody who's watching this, any young boys or girls who play baseball or softball who are watching this, when you've got that drop third strike, you don't just assume that throw is going to be made and caught.
Yeah, Taylor Lane did a good play to knock it down, and the throw was there. They just dropped. The ball's delivered up the middle, and Spencer Head drives it up there and to the shortstop, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So we're at 1 complete here at Colerain High School. The Colerain Cardinals nothing, the Oak Hills Highlanders nothing.
Crisp play by the defense.
No runs, no hits, and 1 error. Colerain Cardinals nothing.
We watch replay. Henton gets that first
nothing.
pitch and drives it up there. Shortstop takes it down. That's Jared Drews. He flips it over to Zach Dorn, and that ends the inning for the Colerain Cardinals.
Starting off the top of the 2nd inning for the Highlanders.
All right, we're
the
back
left fielder,
now.
number 10, Connor Young.
Top of the 2nd inning, number 10 for the Oak Hills Highlanders will lead us off. Connor Young, the junior, only 6 at-bats on the year, so maybe a rare start for the young man.
It brings Stephen Allen back to the mound for the Colerain Cardinals. Sets and delivers the first pitch. That ball's a little bit up in the zone. He's hit that spot consistently. That umpire's not calling that, but he's trying to stretch it up and out a little bit. But
he's got a small zone, doesn't he?
So far, that one's right down the middle of the plate. Evens the count at 1-1.
Big swing and a miss. 2 strikes now, 1 and 2.
I said earlier, Ethan's pitched 5 innings so far. He's got the win for the Colerain Cardinals.
This is still, though, predominantly a young team.
Very young team. You've got a couple seniors starting, but most of the pitching staff are underclassmen. The future is bright here at Colerain High School.
Yes.
And, and Oak Hill's they've got a freshman starting here, so Ethan brings it.
Oh.
And now just a little bit low in the zone to bring the count to full.
That's a good pitch, though. See if he can get him to chase it down low, maybe induce a ground ball. I like it. I like the thinking.
Oak Hill's only starting 3 seniors, and this one's ball 4 outside and low, so he walks the first batter of the inning.
Now batting the shortstop, number 9.
Is that his 3rd walk of the game already?
Second
walk? Okay.
That brings up Jared Drews for the Highlanders, the senior shortstop.
Let's see here, Mr. Drew. Jared Drew, senior, batting .217 on this early season with 2 ribbies, 5 hits, and 23 at-bats with 2 runs scored.
Ethan got himself in trouble and worked his way out. Never like to walk the lead runner. It always seems to bite you.
Yeah, this is not a team that does. I mean, it doesn't look like Oak Hills is a team that's going to score a lot of runs.
Big lead off first base. He delivers. He squares the bunt. And this one is in the dirt. And he gets past Heffron. Connor Young gets the second base, standing up, uncontested.
You hate to give him those extra bases, but sometimes that happens. I mean, Stefan delivered that was a nasty pitch in the dirt, and Corey did what he could to protect, but that was a tough one. Yeah, so as I was saying, this is this team, this Oak Hills team is not a team that's going to score a tremendous amount of runs. I mean, they've scored 4, 0, 4, 1, 2, 5, 3, 3, and 4 on the year.
They don't give up a lot either. So if you don't give up a lot, you don't have to score a lot. Anton delivers. This one's bunted foul, looking to move the runner over.
2 of their past 4 wins have been via shutout. And then they gave up 2 to Anderson and 3 to Mason. So in their past 4 games, they've only given up 5 runs. So absolutely, pitching the name of the game at any level.
Runner on second, the count's even, 1-1. Jared Drew's eyes, the pitcher. 8th on checking the runner. He comes home, and this one's bunted, and it's a nice bunt. That's going to be a tough play.
Wow.
Hey, right into no man's land, short of the third baseman. The catcher's got to get their pitcher collide, and the tall grass, you know, it's a little bit wet out there.
For the Highlanders,
Plenty of moisture the last couple of weeks, and that, you know, even if that wasn't a sacrifice bunt, you know, that's almost a bunt for a hit. We'll give him that one.
Here,
nice one. So 1st and 3rd, nobody go out.
Yeah, you can see it here on replay. Drops it right down the line, and it gets caught. You can see he stops. He didn't want to touch it. They were hoping it would go foul, because I think they realized they weren't going to get him if it didn't, and he just picked it up and properly put it in his pocket. So 1st and 3rd now, nobody out. Once again, in trouble. The Cardinals are going to try and find a way out of this.
Taylor Lane up for the Oak Hills Highlanders. His first pitch is fouled off to the right side. Jammed him with that one there.
That ball had some serious movement on it. You almost can, I mean, you know, you concede the run here if you can get a ground ball in turn 2.
Big lead off first place. Brings the plate, and this one smoked right past him for strike 2.
Sneaky fast, 16 for the Oak Hills Highlanders. Donovan Saylor, I think he was looking for.
16's Taylor Lane.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said 19. I was looking at 19. Taylor Lane, yep, the senior. I think he was looking for something different on that pitch.
So 0-2 spots him on the outside, gets him to reach, but a little bit of low and outside.
Boy, this is a tight strike zone home plate umpires got today.
1 and 2, runner at 1st and 3rd, delivers. This ball is just chipped. A nice play by Spencer Henn down at first base. Just a little flailing. I wouldn't call it a line drive.
No, he hit it off of his hands and he popped it up in the air. Spencer Henn attacked it immediately, and I'll tell you, I feel honored, right? Because you really can't call a Colerain baseball game unless you're calling a hen that's in the game.
Well, you got a Henn, you got 2 Murrays, you got a Heffron, so the legacies
continues.
are here.
Great families in the baseball tradition of Colerain High School over the past, at least 2 decades.
So that'll bring us to Griffin Lane, the freshman center fielder.
Pretty big deal for a freshman to be starting varsity. The school the size of Oak Hills, that cannot be ashamed of. So here we go. Here's a left-handed hitter.
First pitch is a ball.
This is our first lefty of the game for either team, I think. He is right up on that plate. He's not giving Stefan any room at all. I'd bust him on the inside. There you go. Good pitch.
A little hard cutter to the outside. Evens the count at 1-1. 1 out. Runner at 1st and 3rd. Oak Hills trying to get the first run across the plate.
Did you pick up the seams on that ball? It was a cutter.
Stefan Athen delivers.
Good pitch.
That's
oh, come on.
Same pitch.
Wow.
You know, I don't mind a tight strike zone as long as it doesn't move and it's consistent. But that one was a little bit close for me. So 2-1, 1 out. This falls down, but he chases it. Evens the count at 2-2.
Yeah, 18 at-bats on the year. Griffin, the freshman, batting .056. Only has 1 hit, 1 RBI. So there's an opportunity to get it out.
So base runners don't seem to be moving as he delivers to the outside. He takes a look at it, but Kane holds up on that. So we got a full count. See if he turns the runner from first, give him a little bit of a head start here.
Can't worry about that guy. Again, you concede the run if you get a ground ball here.
He delivers a payoff pitch, and it's down in the dirt, and it's another walk. That'll load the bases.
What is it? What was that old famous saying that was the graphic that they used to play at Riverfront Stadium about walks? Do you remember?
No.
You seriously don't remember?
No.
It's a picture of a ghost.
Nope.
It said walks will haunt. You don't remember that?
Don't remember that, Chris. But
wow.
Yeah.
It's like a classic. I mean, I was
probably too busy with my nachos.
Probably.
So bases loaded, 1 out.
Cardinals
back to the top of the lineup to Jonathan Deifel.
Cardinals really need a ground ball here. Get a double play, get out of the inning with no run scoring.
Little high, he gets him to chase one out of the zone.
We're back up to the top of the order, right?
Yeah, Deifel singled his last time up.
Started the game with a solid hit. Right fielder Kyle Bolden.
Ethan delivers, takes a little bit off, and a nice block by Heffron. Doesn't throw a lot of changeup, but I was told it throws a knuckle curve as his changeup. A lot of movement there, and a lot of times you don't know where a knuckle curve is going to end up. It's going to, you know, and Heffron does a great job because there's a lot of room behind that run.
Yeah, there's a lot of
easy, so
exactly. Which
one and one out, bases loaded. Ethan delivers, and this one I'll pop up into the infield. Kind of halfway.
They got to call it.
Calls him off and looks to tag. Nice play by the second baseman here for Colerain.
Absolutely.
The second baseman
Jared
number
Fluck
4,
on the catch.
Zach Doran.
Watch that runner on third back to third, so no advancement there. So Colerain is teetering on the edge here, and they are living a little wildly, but now we've still got bases loaded. But now there's 2 outs, so much better situation. And number 4, the hitter for the Oak Hills Highlanders, Zach Doran.
Doran got a base on balls his last time. Let's see if Ethan can strand 2 consecutive innings as this one's delivered right down the heart of the plate.
It changes the whole look of an at-bat when you can start off with a first pitch strike. It really does. It gets that batter almost immediately back on his heels. And they're going to be patient because he has walked 3 guys. So you have an opportunity. Let's put him away.
Wants to take another look, steps back, got to be prepared. So 2 outs, 1 strike, bases loaded, Oak Hills. Looking to get something going here.
Yeah, only 4 hits on the year for Doran. So again, an opportunity for Colerain to maybe take out.
Ethan delivers, and this one's right down to the heart of the plate.
See, now the whole complexity changed, right? Because now you've got an 0-2 lead, and you don't have to give him. Now, I will say, this is not an opportunity to be throwing that knuckle curve or whatever you want to call it, because you don't need anything in the dirt. It's just not necessary because you risk having a wild pitch and giving up a run for no reason. So this guy's not swinging. He's afraid of the fastball, it appears. I mean, I'd bring him the heat. Bring it up. See if maybe he swings at something high.
And he blows it right past him. Ethan has worked out of another inning. Bases loaded for the Oak Hills Highlanders, but nothing across. So no runs, 1 hit, several bases breaking on balls. So Colerain coming to bat here in the bottom of the first,
Colerain fans,
bottom
we'd
of the
like
second.
to remind you that next time that you're online, be sure to visit www.wearecolerain.com. Right there, you can get all the latest information, photos and videos on all of your Colerain athletics. Be sure to visit www.wearecolerain.com.
There's none.
Starting off the bottom of the second inning for your Colerain Cardinals, it's the right fielder, number 7, Kyle Bolden.
So coming to the bat for the Colerain Cardinals in the bottom of the second is Kyle Bolden, the sophomore. Airs that big breaking ball again for a strike.
That was nasty.
It's nasty, but if you watch it, he really shows it early. If you see his hand, he really cocks it back. You can really pick it up if you're a hitter.
I'll tell you one thing also about this guy.
He works fast.
He does work fast. That's already 3 pitches. You know what they got to do, and it's just my opinion. You got to step out of the box a little bit more. Break his rhythm up, because he works fast. He's already 3 pitches in now.
Bolden fouls another one back.
Yep. We don't have any fear of that ball coming in here, do we?
No.
Okay, good.
Kyle Bolden, I was here Saturday, ended the run rule game with Sycamore with a grand slam home run.
Oh, how about that?
This one's high in the zone. That'll bring the count to full.
Get an opportunity maybe here to get a base run. I mean, Kyle's a hitter. There's no doubt about it, but need base runners. Just explained that to my my 8-year-old last night.
So here's the payoff pitch.
Whoop,
and
inside.
Big breaking ball drops in there. He froze. Nice pitch by Jake
The
Newman.
second baseman, Number 4,
Holden didn't
Jared
agree with
Fleck.
that, but he dropped in there, so that'll bring in Fleck as we see the replay here, and it drops in. It's supposed to be called where it crosses the plate, not where the catcher catches
Clearly
it.
not where he caught it, because where he caught it was not in the strike zone. So good pitch.
First pitch to Fleck is a strike, so Newman is working. You know, he said we've only pitched a little bit and hasn't given up a run this year, and we see why. As he delivers already as I'm talking this second pitch.
I mean,
I tell you what, you got
there's no analysis.
Professional baseball would love this because this guy takes no time. Fleck fouls this one back.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no. I mean, he seems irritated when the ball's fouled off because he has to wait for another one to get to him. Where's my stopwatch? Get my phone out. I want to do in between pitch times.
He delivers a big breaking ball. Fleck gets a hold of it, but fouls it back.
His count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out
thing about his breaking ball too, Chris, is it breaks late.
It does.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fleck looks at the thing, and there's that breaking ball again. This one in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Taylor Lane. 2-2. Newman brings it and hangs with it. A nice shot. He waited on that one and drives it past the third baseman into left field. Colerain's got something going with a single by Mr. Jared
The
Fleck.
third baseman, number 15.
Third baseman for Oak Hills, Jonathan Deifel, with a good attempt here. You'll see it on the replay. With a good attempt to try and knock that ball down, and unfortunately just couldn't get enough of his glove on it to knock it down, and it made its way into left field. So Cardinals have got a runner on here in the bottom of the second inning.
That'll bring up Christian Janeski, if you recognize the name, the kicker from the Colerain football team. He does a little more than kick field goals. A very good baseball player. Janeski looks at the first pitch for a ball.
Just been told in our ears, we talked about earlier, the volunteers for Waycross Community Television, Christian Janeski, one of them.
Newman sets up on the outside and gets that outside strike.
As soon as he throws the next pitch, I'm going to start my stopwatch here on my iPhone.
He got him leaning, but Fleck gets back.
We haven't really had a chance to rattle this guy yet. Had a couple of guys on there in the first.
Just any sport, you want to play at your pace, and Jake Newman is setting the pace here. So he delivers to the plate, fouled back by the Nedevsky. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Point being there, Christian Janeski is a volunteer for Waycross, and he helps out, do all kinds of different activities, but of course couldn't help today because he's got a game to play.
So Newman blings the ball to the plate, and Janeski fouls off another one. That's one good thing about having a deep roster on the bench here. You got plenty of underclassmen to go chase those foul balls.
Yeah, because that's the benefit, right?
That's what you keep them on for. Back to the first.
Good sweep tag by the first baseman, but Fleck is back safe.
As I said, Colerain likes to run, and Newman, I guess, knows that. He's not afraid to throw it over to first. 1 ball, 2 strike, runner on first.
Oh, smell those burgers. That's so good.
Big breaking ball, and he drives it right at the second baseman. He gets back. No play. Nice play by the second baseman. That was Zach.
For the Cardinals, the shortstop.
Janeski drives it to the right side.
Ryan
That's
Murray.
what you do with a curveball, but he just hit it right at him. Doran did quick release at first, but Fleck got back, so that's 2 outs for the Colerain Cardinals. Bringing up to the plate is Ryan Murray.
Ryan Murray, the team's third leading hitter on the year, hitting .455 is the sophomore. Goes like he's going to bunt. Ball's in the dirt, gets away from the catcher.
He's a fun guy to watch. He will swing away and knock the ball to all fields. He will bunt. He's got a little bit of pop to his bat. He's just a complete baseball player, and only a sophomore.
Yeah, only a sophomore, only 11 at-bats on the year, but he does have 5 hits in those 11 at-bats. How about this? 11 at-bats, scored 9 times. That's impressive. He's got 9 stolen bases
Steals
already.
a lot of bases, got a lot of speed as he goes outside with this one. Strike 1.
Can I assume he's some relation to Ryan or to Jacob?
I believe so. I do not know for sure, but
Maybe younger brother, cousin.
He delivers it, and there's that slap to the opposite field. He drops it right in there. Just a little bit of bat control, drives it to the left side. Colerain's got first and second.
The designated hitter for the Cardinals, number 17, Joe Godey.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, junior, Joe Godey.
What did he do in his last at-bat?
This is his first bat of the game.
It is his first at-bat of the game, that's right, okay. So he's batting .273. He's got a little Johnny Cash intro music. .273 on the year is the junior. 3 hits and 11 at bats, 6 runs.
Not much of a lead up second of this first pitch is outside and low.
3 RBIs and 3 stolen bases. This is a go offense. You talked about it earlier.
And one thing I know here about Joe Godey, he is the nephew of assistant basketball coach over at LaSalle, Pat Godey.
It's unbelievable the amount of useless information you have. Oh, there we go.
That ball's driven to the left side. Shortstop is deep, but there is at second base. A nice play. Heads up, man, where he wants to be. So Colerain threatens at their end of the second inning. Nobody comes across. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. So after 2, it's Colerain nothing. Oak Hills Highlanders nothing.
Starting off the top of the 3rd inning for the Highlanders, the designated hitter, number 23, Drew Goins.
All right, top of the 3rd.
Top of the 3rd, Drew Goins.
This game's just moving along, both pitchers moving.
And a little sacrifice ground ball last time at bat. Ethan misses with the first pitch outside. We're starting at the top of the 3rd. Nothing. Scoreless game. And this ball's popped up in the infield. Is there enough room?
They got to call it. Yep.
Penn calls him off and takes control. The wide receiver from the football team now playing first base.
The
Spencer
right
Henn
fielder,
uses
number 26,
those hands.
Austin Penwell.
Gets the first out of the inning.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this DeShante sitting in the front row up here?
That the camera's not looking at, that has nothing to do with the game? Yes, Chris.
I was just curious.
Your mic's live, just so you know that.
No, I understand that.
Stefan Athan delivers first pitch low. Oh, he
gave
calls
it
that
to
one
him.
a strike.
Yeah, he did. He gave him that one.
He was calling that a little bit on the Oak Hills the last half of the inning. As I said, I don't mind a tight strike zone. Just keep it the same spot. That's 1 strike. This ball's up in the zone. Driven to Dineski at 3rd. He sets down, sets his feet to Henn. Henn for stretch. That's 2 outs for the Colerain Cardinals.
Nice play.
Unlike the first 2 innings where they free pass and they got some runners on, had a threat. This time Colerain's going to start this 3rd inning with 2 straight outs.
You know, I love to see it. You know, one thing coaches will say, hey, you know what? You got a defense. Let them hit the ball. I mean, you got nobody on base. You got a team that, at least so far this year, has not proven they're huge hitters. I mean, let them swing the bat.
Yeah, Saylor is up to the plate now. Grounded out to the second baseman last time. You know, I talked to one of the coaches from Colerain to start the game, and he says, yeah, he's not going to blow people away. He throws the contact exactly what you said, and trust your defense.
Exactly.
So 1 strike, and this ball is driven back. 0-2's the count.
Foul back into the fence. 0-2 now. All of a sudden, 1 strike away from getting out of this inning already. Unbelievable play. So for Athen, looks like a completely different pitcher this inning. It's like he just settled in.
Well, sometimes you just got to get into the groove of the game.
Yep.
So 0-2 count. Delivers the ball a little up in the zone, trying to get him to chase.
Yeah, that's a good pitch on 0-2. No need to give this guy anything he can drive.
So 1-2, 2 outs. He delivers, tries that curveball. That one slipped out of his hand. He was the count of 2-2.
Just stayed a little high. Would have been nice if he would have chased it, but he would have looked ridiculous trying.
Yeah, well, they told me he throws that knuckle curve as his breaking ball, and that's tough to throw and not consistent. So he comes with a fastball, and there it is. 2nd strike of the inning, 3rd out of the inning.
Middle of the 3rd inning,
so
with
in the
no
middle
runs,
of
no
3rd,
hits, no errors.
No runs, no hits, no errors.
Colerain Cardinals
going to become to plate.
3 up and 3 down for the Cardinals. Love to see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you that NovaCare Rehabilitation, who is the leader in physical therapy and sports medicine, is the exclusive sports medicine provider for the University of Cincinnati and over 27 area high schools, middle schools,
Again, for those of
colleges,
you who may be
and
watching
professional
or
teams.
we are
From
Colerain.com
football
live,
players to
or
baseball
even if you're
moms
watching
and
it
from
as a
weekend warriors to
podcast
working
later on, if you
professionals,
see this,
injuries
just a
do
reminder,
happen.
we
And
also,
when they
just
do,
like
let Novacare's
Waycross, are
team
always
of
looking for
professionals
volunteers
get you back
here
in
at
the
Colerain
action.
High School
If you'd like
to help
further
us with
information to
all
find a
kinds of
center
different
near
things
you,
that we do.
you can
Obviously,
go online
we
to
are a group of volunteers. We are all alumni. And we do everything we can, but unfortunately, as we move into the spring, there's just so many events going on between, the men's tennis team, which is having a very good spring as well, girls softball team, of course, the boys baseball team, which is off to a great start. So there's always things, track and field, swimming. There's all kinds of things that we would love to have some help on. And maybe the biggest and the most exciting thing that I've been excited about this year is the launch and the advent of our boys volleyball club. Colerain has never had a boys club, volleyball club, and we do for the first time this year. So if you're on wearecolerain.com, or if you've not, check it out. There's all kinds of photo galleries. Thank you so much to Mr. Disler for getting those posted, as well as the stories about the game. So really excited to watch that program develop.
Well, and if you're Oak Hill's parent players, they've got a booster club too. So, it doesn't matter what school you're from, kind of volunteer. First pitch is inside.
Check the swing.
Yep. Corey Heffron singled. First pitch of the ball game.
Are these all our players?
Jake Newman. No, there's two different stacks.
Huh, look at that.
So it's 2-0 is the count. Heffron looking to get something started here. Looks at ball three a little inside. As the leadoff batter, you want to stretch this inning. You make him throw as many pitches, and most of all, you want to get on base. So Heffron looks at 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls. So the leadoff runner is on for
the Cardinals, number 22, Genesis Hillard.
That'll bring up Genesis Hilliard to the plate.
Genesis didn't see a lot of pitches in his first at bat.
Lined out weakly to the right side. They try to jam him. He's got really quick hands. A pull hitter. It's got a lot of pop.
Well, got to be smart here, because there were 4 straight balls, and he's swinging at the first pitch. I'll never understand that. If you're on deck and you see that the pitcher just threw 4 straight balls, make him throw you a strike.
If you're their top hitter, though, you don't want to take the bat out of his hand. If he sees a pitch he likes, I like swinging the ball.
I just disagree.
Newman brings it.
Boy,
out off to the third. Out off his foot there.
Yeah, he hopped out of the batter's box on that one. That one hurt. I don't have walks here in my stats. I'm sure that they're somewhere in the annals of the GMCsports.com website, but I'm guessing Genesis doesn't walk a lot. I'm just guessing, because he clearly likes to swing the bat.
Heffron takes the lead off first. Here's the payoff pitch. Drip right up the middle, off the pitcher. Hilliard hits it hard. Hope Newman's okay. They do get the out by the second baseman. Nice play by Dorn. Nice, but that ball was hit right at him. It looked like it made a guy off his. He's rubbing his non-pitching arm.
Here's the replay from Waycross. Line drive right back up the middle by Genesis Hillard. Right off the big number 27, deflected it perfectly to the second baseman, who picked it up and completed the play to get the out at first. The runner does move over, but that's 0 for 2 so far for Genesis tonight.
See a good big smile from his face. You always like to see that. Don't know what the coach said or one of his players said, but you always kind of you got to distract him from a pain. But any good baseball player didn't rub it.
No, you let that go.
He's good. We'll see if the umpires get. I thought he might take a couple warm-up pitches just to kind of loosen up.
Who, this guy? Take warm-up pitches?
Well, he just got hit. You got to make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
But if he tells the umpires okay, so that'll move Heffron over to second and bring up Jake Murray.
All right, Jake's got to find a way, maybe shoot that ball to the opposite field here. Outside, ball 1. You got to get the sense here early in the game. I mean, it's the third inning already, but 3 or 4 runs might win this game. You may not need to score much more than that.
Murray reached base on a dropped third strike his last at bat. This ball's outside.
Yeah, struggling to find his location after getting that ball rocketed back to him by Genesis.
You wonder where his head's at. You got to snap right back and get into the flow of the game. He had a nice groove going here.
Yep. I'm very patient.
Newman's
hangs
a curveball, and
he couldn't help himself.
Just missed that one.
Number 5, Jacob Murray. He just saw that big grapefruit hanging in the air. He had to swing. That was easily a ball, but he saw it and he wanted to go after it, and he just fouled it back. So 2 balls and a strike. God, it's a beautiful day. Certainly blessed.
Looks at the runner at second. He delivers a fastball low and outside.
That's a tough pitch to lay off of, but Jacob did good to lay off of it. No power at that part of the plate.
Evens the count at 2-2. Checking the runner at second. Newman delivers. Here's that curveball again, and Murray just missed it. He's getting timing on that.
That's a tough ball to hit, because that is a big curve that he's got.
He's got a big curve, but as a left-hand hitter, you got a little bit longer time to see it.
Yep, absolutely.
It's not coming from behind you. It's all in front of you. So if you can read it. 2-2. Runner at second. 1 out. It's, again, another fastball outside.
So 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Count is full with 1 out and runner on second. Cardinals trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Spencer Henn on deck. And the payoff pitch is far outside.
Yeah, he's struggling with that fastball. He's trying to spot it on the outside, and the umpire's just not giving it to him. So that'll give him first and second to bring Spencer Henn up. Corey Heffron still at second.
What is this walk-up music? It sounds like the Hallelujah chorus.
Yeah, they almost make the mistake of allowing the kids to pick their own. So I know it has to go through the coaches, but.
Huh. That was interesting.
So Newman delivers to Henn. Another breaking ball
Good
drops
pitch.
right in there. He froze Henn with that one.
This is strange. Typically, you don't see a guy struggling with his fastball. It's his off pitches, but it seems as if he likes that curve and he's going to it as his primary pitch.
Tries to bust him inside again. That side of the plate, he's struggling with his fastball, trying to spot it in there.
Yeah,
but that inside strike's going to set up the breaking ball even better to a right-handed hitter.
Yeah, he's going to have to watch the outside part of the plate. Now 1-1, runners on first and second.
Back. I'm sorry. I said the old coach in me. I was yelling.
I saw you yelling at the second baseman. Back.
Yeah, I saw it before it happened, but yeah. So Heffron gets back on the pickoff attempt by Newman. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's that curveball into the dirt. Yeah. Nice play by Taylor Lane. Keeps the runners at first and second.
If I'm Jake Newman right now, I'm focusing on the hitter. I mean, you got a good Colerain offense that you got to get through here.
There's that curveball down in the zone.
How did he lay off that? That's a good pitch. I mean, it was low, but that's a good pitch. A lot of senior experience there at number 3, Spencer Henn, laying off that low pitch, that low offering. 3 balls and a strike now. Get an opportunity he should see a good pitch here at 3-1. That was a strike. Yep.
That time he spots the fastball on the outside plate.
I don't mind sitting there and watching. Make him throw you the strike. You got to strike the waste. Now you got to protect, put the ball in play, or at least get a piece of it if nothing else.
So Jake Newman trying to close his batter out. Henn waves right through that. Strike 3 for the second out of the inning.
You know what I applaud. Let me tell you why I like that at bat by Spencer Henn. Even though he struck out, now he's got 2 outs. I like the fact that he about swung himself out of his shoes. He committed to swing, and he was going after the ball. It was a high fastball, but he put everything he had into it. Just couldn't quite connect.
Brings up the sophomore, Kyle Bolden, struck out his last time at bat. This one's fouled straight back. Yeah, Newman froze Bolden last time with the breaking ball. Starts him with the fastball there, but a single will bring in the speedy Heffron for second. Newman again, the fastball. This time down in the zone, evens the count at 1-1.
Where did he miss that? Low?
It was low.
Okay.
It was low. There's the curveball that froze Bolden this time, but this time he hangs it up inside.
You saw that ball start to come back across the plate, though. I mean, Kyle sitting there going, is that really going to cross the plate? Because it looked like it was going to hit him,
well,
and then it curved in.
One pitch sets you up to make you feel uncomfortable. Don't let him set his feet, because Bolden's got some pop if you let him sit there and swing away. It's the fastball down in the zone, and he chases one, helps the pitcher out here.
Yeah, that was a bad pitch to swing at. 2 outs, runners on first and second. The Cardinals just struggling to get anything going offensively today.
And another strikeout for Jake Newman. So that's 2 strikeouts on the inning. So after 3 complete, no runs, no hits.
Cardinals nothing.
Colerain Cardinals nothing. The Oak Hills Highlanders nothing.
Back after this.
Do you like what you see? Do you want to see more programs like this? Well, check out waycross.tv for this program and others like these.
And we're back here at Colerain High School where the Colerain Cardinals are playing the Oak Hills Highlanders. We are tied at 0 as we head into the top of the 4th inning. This has been a defensive game so far. Both pitchers, Aston kind of starting off rocky the first couple of innings, but has really settled in the past 2 innings and has mowed down the Highlanders. And for Oak Hills, starting pitcher number 27, Jake Newman, has been on from the beginning, really. Cardinals had their best opportunity last inning, getting 2 on with only 1 out, but could not play to run. And so we're sitting here tied at 0 in the top of the 4th inning, but this is a great game, moving swiftly.
It's going to bring up Connor Young, the designated hitter, on with the base on balls, straight on the third, his last at bat. Yeah, so far, both Jake Newman and Stefan Allen, 3 strikeouts in 3 innings. Connor Young, the junior. 8th on delivers, and this ball's driven straight up the middle, and a diving play. Nice play out there in center field. Super play. I believe that's
number 5, Jacob Murray, the sophomore, with a big grab in center field to prevent a base hit.
That he's got wheels on the base pass he shows here, and he reads this ball off the crack of the bat. I mean, that is just driven right there out and just lays out. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
You hear that? You hear that truck? Could you guys get that in a clip for us by the end of the game? All right, good man.
And Jared Drews singled his last time at bat. The shortstop senior for the Oak Hills Highlanders squares the bunt, pulls it back, didn't like that pitch, evens the count at 1-1. Dineski charging there hard from third. It's been a little bit moist. The grass is a little bit high. And showed it was a little bit slow in the 1 bunt earlier.
Yeah, no question. It's not fast turf.
Pitch is down in the zone.
Wow. This strike zone is I don't know. I mean, this ump must love baseball, and he wants to be out here a long time. That's a good pitch.
That ball almost the same exact spot as the one previously. Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, no,
so
it's
3 balls, 1 strike. 8th on delivers, and this ball's fouled to the right side to bring the count to full.
I'm surprised there isn't an overhang over the thing to try and prevent some balls from taking off. I mean, we're only about 100 feet from the backyards here.
Yeah, Stefaneth on delivers. This ball is hit to Godey at second. DeHen does a nice job, but no, he throws it in the dirt. Rushed a little bit. Excuse me, that was Jared Fleck.
Are you the official scorekeeper?
The catcher,
No.
number 16.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
Yeah, Jared Fleck, he had that ball easily.
Yeah,
nice,
I mean, that's an error on the second baseman,
just kind of
right?
rushed it a little bit, squeezed it a little bit. Got down, the Hen, maybe should have had it, but this time, free base runner on the error for the Oak Hills Highlanders.
So what should have been an out results in a man on first base. There's another.
Taylor Lane drives the ball to center, and there's Murray tracking it down. No tag from first base. Beautiful weather, but there is a slight breeze, and it's blowing in. So anything
Number
hanging
7,
up
the
there is going to
center
hang.
fielder,
So
Griffin Kane.
Yep, 2 put out so far for Jacob Murray, the center fielder this inning. Now 2 down. Runner on first for Oak Hills.
brings up the freshman Griffin Kane, the center fielder.
And again, here's a case where you've got a freshman, you have a senior pitcher on the mound. I mean, Honestly, this really should be a mismatch. I mean, he should be able to get this by.
You're playing varsities for a reason. Kane got on base with a walk last time, fouls the first pitch off.
How many balls have we lost into those woods? Holy moly.
Ethan throws over, just keeping him honest.
Yeah, not much of a move there to first base, really.
Well, just to let him know that he's thinking about it. With 2 outs, he's really not going anywhere.
No.
Ethan delivers. That ball's hit right to the shortstop. Takes a funny hop. Hesitated.
Wow.
Fleck was not at second base, and a little bit of bobble by the shortstop allowed the runner to get to second. By the time Jake Murray looked up, the freshman left-hander, a little bit extra step, got some wheels, beat it out. So slight bobble, a little bit of a hesitation caused everyone to be safe. So first and second, 2 outs.
Well, Jordan wasn't in position. You have to wonder if that last play, the misplay at first base, his misthrow is getting in his head a little bit, because he wasn't in place to receive that ball from the shortstop.
Back to the top of the lineup. He pops it up. This ball's playable. Danevsky's going to make the call. And again, Oak Hills strands 2-runner on the pop out to end the inning. Jonathan Deifel flies out to Christian Danevsky. And after 3.5, we're still scoreless.
Colerain Cardinals, nothing.
Hey, son. So, you're turning 13, becoming a man. Your hormones are surging, starting to notice the girls. You know, maybe your body's doing some funny things. So, you want to talk? Or we could talk about drugs.
Yeah, let's talk about drugs.
There's no wrong way to talk to your kids about drugs, but you'll need to be ready. We can help. Visit our website at drugfree.org.
Colerain Avenue and Barnesburg Tavern. Again, our thanks to these fine businesses helping to support men's varsity baseball here at Colerain High School.
So we're back here as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Colerain has been held scoreless. In fact, I don't even think, and you've got the numbers in front of you. Have we haven't gotten a guy to third yet?
So, you're turning 13, becoming a
I
man.
don't think we've gotten anybody to third yet. Cardinals looking to try and find some offense against big number 27 for Oak Hills, the pitcher, Jake Newman, the senior. Shutting down this offense so far. It hit the ball solid, but unfortunately we're hitting it at people.
Yeah, both teams so far through 3.5 innings, they're getting the base runners on. They just can't deliver that 2-out hit to get them on us. So Fleck struggled in the infield. Nothing hurt right here. Gets to kind of redeem himself, come up here and leading off the inning. He singled his last time at bat.
Yeah, I believe that was on a hanging breaking ball. He kind of stayed with it and drove the ball. It's exactly what he needs to do here. Again, get this inning started, put those 2 defensive miscues out of his head. It's over. It's done with. No harm. No harm was done. No run scored. So focus on getting on base and starting a rally here for your Cardinals.
Not sure what's happening. A couple of coaches. Don't know if we had a substitution there. Check the field, Chris, see if you see anything. A couple of the coaches got together. But, yeah, Jake Newman so far keeping the Colerain Cardinals in check. We watch the replay here online. Murray dives it down and just lays out nice play.
Nice to have that kind of speed. Great work by our guys in the booth on cutting up that replay on that diving catch. Here we go. Bottom of the 4th.
Newman delivers. This ball is fouled off his foot. Newman through 3 innings has 3 strikes, three strikeouts.
Trying to walk that one off his Jordan. That one hurts. It came right off his leg and dribbled right back out to the pitcher, but that hurts. And like I said, this pitcher, I said it earlier, this pitcher is all about momentum, and he's all about
he's a rhythm pitcher.
He's a rhythm pitcher.
He gets going. This ball's driven to the shortstop.
And it ate him up.
Nasty hop.
Look at that.
That's the one thing when you got a little bit of moisture on the field. It looked like it caught a cleat mark, and he was lined up as a nice, easy ground ball, and it just kind of ate him up as we watched the replay. Just dribbling right there and just takes an unscheduled
detour.
Yeah.
Well, if I may, he really needed to kind of rush that ball. He kind of just sat and waited on it, and it's difficult when that happens.
Always move towards the ball. So
exactly.
That'll give the leadoff batter as Danevsky
Oh,
lays the
nice.
bait on third baseman as he's doing down, but Danevsky does his job. Sacrifice bunt, moving the runner over to second base.
That's that's a kind of unselfish play you like to see, because Donetsky came into this game batting 350, right? And he gets a bunt sign, and it's like, really? I can hit the ball. I don't need to bunt, but doing the right thing, moving the runner over now, one out.
With no outs, you're struggling to score, so you need to get the runner in scoring position. So that brings up Ryan Murray, who also singled his last at bat.
Big breaking ball.
Will hit the ball to all fields. We saw that last time. Last his bat, he drove it to the left side. Third baseman sneaking in, and he's got the shortstop holding the runner on. So it's a big hole there to the left side if he gets a pitch he likes.
So it's really fun. We'll have to do this again.
And he tries this time and fouls this one off. Evens the count at 1-1. Flex taking his lead off second. Jake Newman eyes the catcher. Delivers to the plate. And he's driven right up the middle.
Look at that. Look at that.
He's got some wheels. There's going to be no play. Fleck almost gets stranded off third. Nice play to knock it down, but just uses his wheels. Get it in play, and good things will happen. And this time, Ryan Murray makes something happen with a single up the middle. Colerain's got something working with first and third, one out. Joe Goody, the designated hitter, who also singled his last time at bat. So
the Cardinals are obviously they're getting a better view of the picture now. We're in the fourth inning. You know, they're going through a second time through the lineup. They're getting a better vision of what this pitcher brings to the table. And that's two infield singles, but either way, you've got runners on first and third with only one out. As long as they can avoid the double play here, get that ball up in the air a little bit, get some loft on it, we could see a big inning potentially.
Goody swings through the first pitch.
It was a good pitch. It was a good offering, and he was right to swing at that one. I always like to say, you know, don't ever, ever, ever swing at the first pitch. Always see one, but you're in the fourth inning, and to your point, you need runs.
Pitcher likes to get started off with a strike. You see that. It's most of the time it's the best pitch you're going to see.
That's very possible, and that was a straight fastball.
Throws over to first base, just keeping a runner in check.
And you got to be careful though, because if he throws that ball wild, the guy from on third is going to come in. He's going to pay attention to that. Is Jordan?
Yeah, he's been real consistent with that throw over there. He seems very comfortable doing that.
Being a senior can do that for you.
Newman brings this one a little bit too far inside to even the count 1-1. So here we are, bottom of the fourth. Colerain Cardinals threatening. 1-1's the count with one out. Runners at first and third.
Good patience shown by Joe Getty, the DH.
Goody.
What did I say, Getty?
Yeah.
Sorry. Joe
You are
Goody.
hungry. It's not Getta.
I know. I am hungry. I'm still on those burgers.
Newman delivers. This one is again low. 2-1. This is a hitter's pitch coming up right here.
The funny thing is, I don't even like Getta. I don't even know why I said that. Goody. Joe Goody. Junior. Another one of the underclassmen. That's a good pitch.
Runner's moving. No throw down the second, but tries to get the runner off a third. He's doing a good job. Flex stays aware, so runners now at second and third.
See, now a lot of times in that kind of a situation, what I've seen the catcher do is throw the ball hard to second. Only the pitcher will catch it and try and catch the runner on third off balance.
You've been watching a lot of Little League, haven't you, Chris? That usually is not too effective at this level of play. But, yeah, I know exactly. As Goody drives the ball down to third, that's going to be slow enough. Yep. He does his job, and does he beat it out?
I didn't see what they called.
What was the call there at first? I can't see from the window I'm sitting at.
I think they called him safe.
He beats that out. Another slow-rolling infield single. Joe Goody just does his job and gets the first run of the game for the Colerain Cardinals. He drove it over to the first baseman, drawing him into the hole. The pitcher, Newman, a little bit late getting to first base. Goody shows a lot of hustle.
Hey, Brian.
And what a great shot by a volunteer. These guys are volunteers behind these cameras.
Hard to believe.
That was a professional shot right there. Great work, guys. Sees on the replay there that he does beat it out. An infield single, Colerain Cardinals on the board. And on that, too, great hustle by Murray moving to third base.
Goody getted himself an RBI. That's for the guys in the truck.
So again,
wow.
Thanks to all the volunteers, and if you want to be part of a future broadcast, remember www.waycross.tv/volunteer. Everybody behind the mics, behind the cameras, in the trucks are all volunteers. So if you want to be part of a future broadcast or even create a broadcast of your own, remember 513-825-2429. Thanks everybody that's come out here to Colerain High School to help us showcase our student athletes today. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup with Corey Heffron, looking to get continue this rally. He's reached base twice with a single and a base on balls.
Still only one out. Boy, I'd love to see the guy on first take off here. See if he can maybe steal that
brings
base.
The first pitch of the inning for a strike, and I believe that's his first run he's given up on the season, did Newman, in that last bat. Colerain trying to get more.
There's a dent in the armor.
See how the senior pitcher responds. Oh, and that ball, that's going to drive another one home. Almost a swinging bunt, and he gets the run over.
Fantastic play by the Oak Hill third baseman. I'm going to, that's number 17.
That's Jonathan Deifel.
Jonathan Deifel came rushing in on that play, barehanded it. As we talked about earlier, the ball is not moving at all in this grass. You can see it here on replay. Jammed him inside. Good out of the box, but here comes Deifel running down the third base line, picks it up, barehands it, tosses it all the way across the diamond, and gets by a full step the runner, number 13, Heffron. So now there's two outs. Runners on second base only.
Bring up Hilliard. Hilliard drives the ball. He looks like he's looking for the gap here. Right fielder didn't see it, wasn't ready for it, and Hilliard could run. He's looking to second. He's looking for another one. He's going to hold up with two. Colerain this time knocks the ball into the infield. Hilliard, one of the GMC leading hitters, shows a little bit of power, shows a little bit of speed, and a double to score the run.
Number 5, the center fielder.
Cardinals now lead 3-0 over the Oak Hills Highlanders. Big inning for Colerain, putting together some infield hits here early, as well as being aggressive on the base paths, running hard. And, of course, Genesis comes up here with the big double to put the Cardinals up by 3. I tell you, I think that this is my first time seeing him. I think he's watched one pitch. He likes to swing the bat. There's no doubt about it.
As I said, he dedicated himself in the off season, hitting the weight room. He showed a lot of power, and and that just a little bit of early success is just giving him confidence.
Yeah.
Anything you throw, he could hit.
The right fielder didn't move at all on that.
I don't think he was. I don't think he was. The pace that is set by Jake Newman, the quick pitch.
Yeah.
The way I don't think the right fielder was actually ready when the pitch was thrown.
That could be because it didn't look like he moved at all.
So 2 outs, runner at second. Jake Murray trying to add more to this Colerain lead. Newman delivers and fouled off to the left side. Newman delivers this time, takes a little bit off, and leaves it high. Evens the count at 1-1.
Thank you for those. There are no starters in there. Oh, that big curve. Oh, that's so tempting. That curve is so tempting, Brian. Laid off of it did Jacob Murray for a ball. So 2 balls and a strike. Hilliard's still out at second base. Big inning for the Cardinals. Love to see him add another run here.
So Murray looks to the left side. Hilliard delays. This is going to be a long throw. Murray's hustling down the line, and he's called out on a close play. So after 4 here at Colerain High School, Colerain finally breaks the seal and goes for 3 runs.
No errors. Your Colerain Cardinals.
Colerain Cardinals after 4. 3 Oak Hill Highlanders, nothing.
Colerain fans, we would like to remind you to stop by the concession booth because what we have there for you are some Colerain spirit wear. Baseball team's got a shirt there for you for $15. So be sure to stop by. Again, the concession stand, Colerain baseball spirit wear. Just $15.
I know. Thank you.
Hey, Dee.
Hey, Julie, what's up?
I was wondering if you could help me with that home ec project.
So what's the project? How to make white bread? Why doesn't she ask one of her other friends? Yeah. Why don't you just leave?
Sorry.
Why you gotta be like that? Julie.
Imagine the power of one voice. Find yours at freedomcenter.org.
All right, we're going to have some fun here. For the rest of the game, Brian has handed me the correct stack. When did they fill these out? This is fantastic. They're all filled out. We got some player profiles.
As we're back, Stephen Ethan, first pitch, grounded to first base. It's a shortstop taking to first base. So one pitch, one out. Stephen Ethan gets the ground out for the first out of the 5th inning.
So the young men here at Colerain were kind enough to fill out some player profiles, some athlete profiles for us to read on the air. And Brian, and they all filled it out. This is great. I'm real happy. I'd love to. We should do this for the football team, even though there's 80 guys on the football team.
So that'll bring up Drew Goins.
So here we go.
Flied out and got a sacrifice.
Stephon Athens, senior pitcher, whose nickname apparently is Stevie. Stevie.
So Stevie brings it to the plate, and it's a strike.
His favorite subject in school is criminal justice, where Mr. Watson is the teacher. Mr. Watson. Anyway, loves any style of music. Favorite athlete, Ken Griffey Jr. Boy, you could do a lot worse than picking Ken Griffey Jr.
He delivers another ground ball to the shortstop, right at him.
That's
to
about
first base. That's 2 ground balls to the shorts. It's 2 out. Nice play
the right
there.
fielder, number 26, Austin Penwell.
Yeah, number 8.
Ryan Murray.
Yeah, Ryan Murray, the sophomore, got quite an unorthodox throwing style. I don't know whether or not you've seen him throw, but he gets it over there. So,
and shortstop is a key position here for any baseball team, but to trust a sophomore to be playing there shows a lot for this young man. So
how about that?
2 outs.
Not even barely going to get through the rest
pitch
of
the ball.
Through the rest of Stevie's profile here. Best sports memory, beating Lebanon in the playoffs. Dreams of going to Cincinnati on criminal justice.
Austin Penwell for Oak Hills Highlanders evens the count, takes the strike, 1-1.
Word to live by, play like it's your last game.
And he spots the outside corner, does Ethan. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Looking to close out the inning. He brings it this time just a little low.
Jeez, you can't get. Gotta open up that strike zone a little bit.
Evens the count at 2-2. Penwell ground out his last time at bat, and his first at bat struck out. Battles there and fouls that one away.
How about if we take a look, even with 2 outs here, maybe we'll take a look at his battery rate, Mr. Heffron, whose nickname, unsurprisingly, is Hef, which comes with all different kinds of connotations.
Oh. So this ball is hit high, looking for a little room. Heffron's chasing it down. And about 18 inches on top of the dugout. He was there to make the play.
Yep, just barely got out of play. So back to the thing. Corey Heffron, of course, a junior. Favorite position, of course, catcher. His favorite subject is math. Favorite artist, Kanye West, not Picasso.
And being a catcher, he's a legacy. His uncle Ronnie Heffron was one of the best baseball players, and I've saw the longest home run I've ever seen. His uncle actually landed one on top of the vocational building. As
No way,
Athon
seriously?
delivers, yes, 1981. Shows my
Wow.
age.
He crushed that ball then if he hit that.
And that was with the old field, and the plate was probably 25, 30 feet back from where it is now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a bomb.
Yeah, I think Ronnie ended up bounced around, played linebacker at Kansas and UC for a while.
Ball's low.
So that'll make the count full, 3-2, 2 out. Penwell's battling with Ethan.
His favorite book is Tears of a Tiger, is Corey Heffron.
Call a little timeout before that one.
He got in a groove and he's throwing. He don't want to stop. Favorite athlete is Brandon Phillips. Favorite actor, Will Ferrell. Very.
Ethan delivers and Penwell fouls another one off.
Yep. Let's see. His dream of the future is to go to college, play in Major League Baseball. Wants to have a wife and 2 kids. Boy, he's got this all planned out, doesn't he? Most influential person is his dad. Why? He always has my
another
back.
foul off.
He's fighting to stay alive is number 26 for the Oak Hills Highlanders. Words to live by, have fun. You only get 1 shot at life.
So Ethan, 3-2, delivers to the outside, and Penwell wins that battle, fights down, gets a ball for
the Highlanders,
first runner of the
base, number 20,
5th inning with a base on balls. That'll bring up Donovan Saylor, the first baseman.
So still 2 outs here for the Colerain Cardinals on defense.
We got a substitution here.
Yep, yeah, we sure do.
Look him up. 20.
I got you. Number 20 for the Oak Hills Highlanders is stepping in. Number 20 is Matt Cron. He's a senior. Kron.
And he
hit.
does his job by taking one.
Did his job, got on base.
Whatever you need to. This one
Oak Hills
hangs up a little
fielder,
inside.
Number 10, Connor
And
Young.
really doesn't put up much of an effort, but, really don't have to. So that'll put runners on first and second, still 2 outs.
Don't you have to make some effort to get out of the way? Maybe you don't. Number 10, Connor Young, junior, now up to bat for Oak Hills.
A base on balls and a line out to the center fielder last time. I believe it was the pitch, the one that Murray stole from him on that diving catch.
We'll postpone the profiles here. The Cardinals have got themselves a situation they need to work out of. 2 outs, 2 runners on.
And he's got the pop-up he needed, and Hen's going to take charge there at first base.
There you go.
So first 2 outs, first 2 up, first 2 out. Then he gets a couple base runners, but Stefan Athon fights out of it.
In the
In 5.
No runs, no hits, no
Middle of 5, easy for me to say.
Colerain 3,
Athon
Oakland
is still
Hills
blanking the Colerain
Highlanders
Cardinals, so Colerain will come up in the
Oak
bottom
Hills
of the 5th,
Highlanders
leading 3-0.
The Ohio High School Athletic Association is about sports, that's obvious. But it's more than just a competition. What we're really about is learning. Young men and young women stretching themselves in pursuit of the ideals that will guide them for a lifetime. It is an important mission, and we share it with schools, families, and communities. As Commissioner of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, I look forward to working with you to help our young people build their futures.
May the 16th here at Colerain High School for the Breakfast of Champions. All getting underway at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah. So they're going to leave Jake Newman on the mound here, coming to the bottom of the 5th. Gave up 3 last time, but does have 3 strikeouts on the day. Colerain Cardinals looking to add to their lead.
Starting off the top of the 5th inning for the Cardinals.
So we'll start off the top of the 5th inning with the center fielder.
The first baseman, number 3, Spencer Henn.
Never trust the announcer.
First baseman, Spencer Henn.
And that is that fantastic music that I don't know what that is. It's the start of a rap song, obviously. Let's find Spencer Henn here. I think we'll find Spencer. Again, a legacy, if you will.
Newman delivers that first pitch, and it's fouled back by Henn.
Senior wide receiver, favorite school subject. Oh, how about this? Physics. Teacher is Mr. Ferris. Favorite style of music is country. And he likes Eric Church as his favorite artist.
Yeah, but his walk-up music didn't sound like country to me.
Not at all. He is very, didn't fill out his form nearly as much as the other guys did, but I'm sure he's getting ready
And there's
for
that
the
big
game.
breaking ball. Hangs just a little high.
That is so tempting.
Catcher tries to frame it, but it's where it crosses the plate, not where it hits the glove. So that is up in the zone. Henn does a good job laying off that one. 1-1. There's a fastball right up the middle. Spencer Henn drives the ball. Oh, nice play up there. That ball would really slow down. The wet conditions out here had helped Colerain earlier with the infield singles. This time takes the single away.
Yeah, a little bit of backspin on that one. So now Kyle Bolden up. Kyle's not done much today. He needs to try and find a way to get himself on base. Maybe get some more insurance runs for these Cardinals.
Up twice, struck out twice. He takes the first one for a ball. Has been hotted lately, struggling today.
Now, I will say that Kyle has the nicest handwriting.
He holds off that pitch high in the zone. They're going to check down to first base. And they say he went. Evens the count at 1-1.
Really? Wow.
There's that big curveball hanging up in the zone again, but again, a little bit high.
Yeah, not even close on that one. That was going out the whole time. So Kyle's a sophomore. Apparently his nickname is D1.
And a fastball. Evens the count at 2-2.
Of course, plays outfield on the baseball team, and as for those of us who follow in the fall, you know Kyle is one of our budding young linebackers on the football team.
So 2-2, 1 out. Newman delivers a breaking ball, this time down in the dirt.
Wow, that's gutsy to take that pitch. If that that was hard. It's hard to take that pitch, but he did.
We go full count.
His favorite food is bacon and eggs. How about that?
And that time, he's hit by the pitch. Oak Hills is trying to say that ball maybe hit the cap of the bat. Oh, Colerain is saying it
The
hit the
second
hand.
baseman
So, yeah.
for the Cardinals,
and
number 4,
we watched the
Jared
replay here.
Fleck.
The call on the field is it hit him, not the bat. And from that angle, it's kind of tough to see, but umpire right on it. So Kyle Bolden doesn't get the third strikeout of the inning, gets on base. Yeah, guys in the booth said they didn't. You can't really maybe not tell from the video, but the sound that it made to hear, that was definitely a flesh smack.
So there's actually conversation on the field about this now. The home plate umpire now going out to the second base umpire, I guess the only other umpire on the field umpire, to have this conversation. I don't know what. I mean,
well,
you
just want to be sure. I don't mind the conversation that they just had right there.
Yeah, but that guy out there, he's going to have a better view of it, I guess?
Yes, because he is facing the batter. He can see where maybe point of contact, where the umpire at the plate is behind the batter.
Yeah,
is only going to.
I get that. I can see that, but to me, it's more about sound than it is what you can
but
see.
You want him to get it right, though.
Yep. Where's the replay?
And sometimes they do that to appease the opposing coach who's complaining. So
yeah, no, you're exactly right. So
that first pitch is a strike.
So up to the bat, number 4, Jordan Fleck now.
Fleck is singled and 2 for 2 so far in the day.
Again, only a sophomore, one of the young kids here on the team. His favorite athlete, also Brandon Phillips.
Takes a look at that breaking ball.
Yep,
ball
smart
one.
to lay off of it.
Is he one of the Fleck family that has a aunt in Fort Myers, Florida?
I would only assume yes.
Do you know why I bring that up? Football broadcaster, remember? I was mispronouncing.
Yeah. Fluke.
Yeah.
Flecky.
Yeah, I got as he fouls this one up.
Let's see if it
gets.
I think I
think that one's going to get out of play.
Yep.
Yeah, during the football broadcast, I don't know. Yeah, it was by the spelling, it was the same, and I mispronounced the name, which I do a lot because we are volunteers. We're not professionals.
Yeah, it was his brother, Jordan.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I'm guessing they're related. But yeah, got a nice little email pointing out my mistake from Fort Myers, Florida. It was great to hear him. Great to hear that somebody was watching. So
absolutely
gets timeout called.
Yep.
And again, as we said it earlier, Jake Newman's really setting a pace. He gets the ball and throws, and Fleck was not ready. And I don't think the umpire actually gave him timeout right there. He can ask for it, but he does not have to be granted.
So what is the count then?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside.
Another breaking ball, nice block in the dirt there by Taylor Lane. Done a good job behind the plate. We haven't seen both catchers done a good job with the breaking balls in the dirt. We really haven't seen anything get by.
Yep.
This ball's driven to the right side. Right fielder's got to play on it. Misjudged a little bit and kind of picked it up in the sun, but makes the easy play. Gets the ball in, does not move the runner at all. So that'll be the second out of the inning.
Can of corn for the right fielder. Was awake that time and able to haul in the out.
Christian Danevsky coming to the plate, his 3rd time at bat. Only he's lined out and in a sacrifice bunt. Newman delivers, ball 1.
Of course, Danevsky was my last profile. Christian Danevsky, a junior, another underclassman. Also, as you mentioned earlier, the kicker punter on the football team. His favorite subject is math with Mr. Dowling. Favorite athlete is Todd Frazier. Favorite movie is Moneyball. Those are good choices. Favorite food is Skyline. There you go.
And another ball outside.
Favorite sports memory, 45-yard field goal against Lakota West. I remember that. I remember that kick. That was a good one. Let's see, maybe you can make a baseball memory here by driving that ball and deep enough we can get another run in here, go up 4-0.
Jake Newman spots the outside low corner. Evens it count, or makes it 2 balls, 1 strike as he's looking over. Fleck's taking a big lead. As we said, I came here last Saturday, and Colerain was running all over Sycamore. Not today with the quick move over. Jake Newman's keeping the runners in check. This one driven to the right side, foul. Evens the count of 2-2.
Long inning here for the pitcher. And he's getting
this one gets by. Anytime you compliment somebody, it bites you back. I just complimented the catcher about how good he did. And this time it was just a straight fastball. Just didn't get in front of it this time.
Yep.
Tried to trap it with the glove, but that does advance the runner to second with 2 outs. So a single.
Yep.
Gives Colerain another insurance run.
Let's see here. will be running on
Newman
contact.
brings the plate and
just
got under it. He
Yep.
drove that ball, but it's going to be Griffin Kane, the freshman, underneath it, a can of corn. So at the end of 5 here at Colerain Cardinals Stadium here at Colerain High School, it's the Colerain Cardinals 3, the Oak Hills Highlanders nothing.
The Colerain Cardinals 3, the Oak Hills Highlanders nothing.
Access television, no commercials, sit and listen. People just like you and me, voices of community, freedom to communicate only on cable. This is great, our nation's First Amendment TV. Cats, kids, history, environmental manatees, beaches, parks, and scenery. Turn us on, you might see me. Controversy, politics, spiritual and skating tricks. Our nation's First Amendment TV.
If there be time to expose through discussion the falsehoods and the fallacies, the remedy to be applied is more speech, not enforced silence.
Public, educational, and governmental access television is such a remedy, providing every community with a forum for free expression. PEG Access empowers every voice to be heard. It's the freedom to communicate, and it's only on cable.
Bats looking to get something here going.
The senior pitcher for
Sixth inning.
Colerain still in the game with a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's not blowing anybody away. He's got only 3 strikeouts on the day, but he's coming through when he get runners on. Starts it off with a strike.
Again, here in high school in Ohio, we are going to play 7 innings, so we've got 2 innings left. He's only needs 6 more outs, and he can pocket himself a complete game win. And with a 3-0 lead this late in the game, he's got an opportunity to be very aggressive.
Down in the zone there, even the count at 1-1. We remember last at bat, Drews tried to drop down a bunt, so Danevsky's got to stay awake at third. And they steps out. Both these pitchers working fast, and now come late in the innings, I guess the
Athon's picked up his pace, hasn't he?
Yep. But the hitters are getting frustrated and stepping out as he brings that was called a ball.
Yep. So down 2-1. And look, I understand the batters. I mean, that you can't get set. You've got a routine too.
This ball's driven to Fleck at second base, knocks it down, but he slips in the dirt. And that was we had a substitution out there at first. All right, second base, we got a different player out there.
Did you get his numbers at number 1?
That's number 1, it looked like.
So that's Jager Huck, the senior infielder.
Number 16, the catcher.
And I think I pronounced that right. Jager Huck.
Yep.
Jager Huck. I wonder if that's a real first name, Jagger. That's a great name. So here we go. The Highlanders now with 1 man on, nobody out. There's a line drive into the hole in between the first and second baseman into right field. Runner holds at second. Throw comes into the shortstop, covering second. So the Highlanders get a little something going here on Athon. I don't see anybody warming up, so at least they're going to try and give him, I would assume, at least 1 more batter, see if he can produce an out.
Well, how you make a defensive substitution, you get a ground ball and then a line shot right at him. So welcome to the ball game, Mr. Jagger.
Isn't that what they always say? You come in the game, the ball finds you.
Yep.
Well, he didn't have a shot on that one. I mean, that was just a beautiful line shot opposite way to right field.
So we got a substitution in the ball game here for the center fielder, Griffin Kane, number 15 for the Oak Hills Highlanders.
Number 15, Nick Brems, a senior. B-R-E-M-S. Trying to get some new blood in there against Athon. 2 on, nobody out. Here's the pitch. It is low and in the dirt. Ball 1.
Yeah, needing multiple runs. I was looking maybe for a bunt to get the runners over, but 1 or 2 runs. You need 3, so that bunt sacrifice is really not much going to help you.
No, yeah, you've got to score here. And you've got Athon who's getting up in his pitch count. I mean, you have to think at some point he's not throwing with the same velocity that he was earlier. And granted, he's not a heat guy.
He's not a power pitcher.
But
so
still, every little bit that, takes off of those pitches are a little bit easier to pick up, and you got a little bit more reaction time. Yeah, he's struggling to find the zone right now. Low again, 2-0.
2-0. Can't see.
Yep, out comes the coach for the Colerain Cardinals. I have a talk with his senior hurler.
Now, can you see down to the dugout from your angle? Is anybody working down there in the bullpen?
Yep, absolutely. Now somebody's gotten up in the bullpen. I can see the catcher, and they're warming up quickly. So Stefan is probably not going to get out of this inning unless he can induce a ground ball and pick up a DP.
Well, Oak Hills has gotten the base runners on in multiple innings. You just haven't been able to drive them home. Athon's done a good job getting strikeouts and a couple pop-ups. So
you wonder if he's thrown himself off with how fast he's trying to go. Maybe trying to rush pitches instead of just going at his own natural pace. Pretty good turnout here at Colerain. The stands are filled on the home side, and the visitors.
Look over the home run wall. There's people out there.
Yeah.
What a better. That's what happens. You get success in a program. People will come out and watch. Colerain only lost one. Is Allen? There he goes.
There you go.
He fights back, battles back, brings the count to 2-1. Still no out. Oak Hills with runners at first and second.
Yeah, this is a fun team to watch, and it's a really nice field. As you mentioned, great work being done to it, and we encourage anyone who's listening, watching online, or watching tape delay, go out and get a schedule. It's at wearecolerain.com, and come out and watch these guys play. They're fun. There's a line
ball's
shot.
Driven to the shortstop. Nice hop. Flip over to second. Little late getting a second again.
But importantly, they got the out.
Yep,
they
no
got
run
the out.
scored. The runner moves to third, so you got first and third with one out. You know, you can give up the 1 run, 2 run here. You want to keep the lead. You got a nice hop, but had to wait for the second baseman to get to his spot.
Interesting. That close, typically your shortstop is underhanding it to the second baseman, giving him a chance.
Well, he got a bad hop and it got up in his hands, but he had to delay and wait for the second baseman to get there. So Oak Hills now at first and third with 1 out, and we're back to the top of the lineup.
Love to see a ground ball here and get out of this inning with a double play. I mean, again, you can see the run. Here's the ground ball right back to the pitcher. He's got it. He's got the
runner hook.
Yep. Here we go.
A heads-up play. Ethan helps himself, takes the ground ball, gets it back to Danevsky, and gets the runner, Jared Drews. Just,
second baseman for the Highlanders,
just got caught in no man's land there at third. So a big play for the second out of the inning.
You can see here the replay comes right back to Stefan. He takes it and guns it to third, and the runner was kind of caught up in no man's land. He tried to turn and take off to home, but he had no shot there. Number 15, Danevsky, runs him down and puts on the tag. Now 2 outs, runners on first and second. Here's a pitch, strike 1.
That brings up Zach Doran. A base on balls, a strikeout, and a ground out.
With only 3 runs, you definitely want to do what you can to protect the lead. And that runner on third just got a little bit too far off for his own safety. Really not a very smart play on his move.
That ball a little up in the zone.
by centimeters, if that.
Zach Doran is not the tallest guy on the team.
No, he's not.
But it has shown a propensity to get on base and hit for contact. So first and second, 2 out. Athon delivers another ground ball to the shortstop. He's not going to go to second. He's going to head first. And there you go. Stefan Athon works out of another jam here in the bottom of the 6th. Keeps Oak Hills scoreless.
Yep, that'll be his last inning, sure. I'm absolutely convinced of that. They'll bring in the reliever to finish off this game. But that was a great play defensively behind him. Good pitching on his part. Hard fastballs down in the zone, inducing the ground balls, getting what he needed to get. And now they're moving on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Hopefully put up a few more runs here and maybe put this game away.
Los esteroides pueden causar serios daños en tu cuerpo. Pueden provocar rasgaduras en los tendones, evitar el crecimiento de los huesos, dañar los riñones, destruir el hígado y hasta pueden provocar ataques al corazón y al cerebro. Esto es sin contar algo más que le puede pasar a los hombres. Infórmate sobre los peligros del uso de los esteroides. Visita drugfree.org para más información.
Steroids can really damage your body. They can cause tendons to tear and bones to stop growing, damage kidneys, destroy the liver, even cause heart attacks and strokes. Not to mention something else they can do to a guy's body. Find out more about the dangers of using steroids. Visit drugfree.org.
Welcome back to 8801 Cheviot Road, home of the Colerain Cardinals. The Cardinals in baseball action on this beautiful Friday afternoon, heading into the bottom of the 6th inning, leading the Oak Hills Highlanders 3-0. This is Chris Ivanitis along with Brian Wyatt at wearecolerain.com, along with Waycross Community Media, bringing you Cardinal baseball action on a beautiful Friday afternoon. I tell you guys, folks, if you're watching this and you want to see just a really fun team and a fun atmosphere, go to wearecolerain.com. on the left-hand side. Go find baseball and click on the schedule. Come watch these guys.
New pitcher for the Oak Hills Highlanders with the first ball in the dirt, Jordan Hurley.
Yep, senior pitcher has pitched 2 games so far this year, only 2 innings and 2 Ks, so clearly kind of their end-of-game guy. Starts off with the ball low in the dirt.
That's Ryan Murray up the plate, takes ball 2. Ryan Murray, 2 for 2, 2 singles.
Can I tell you what I'm against? I'll tell you what I'm against after this pitch. I'm against these flat bills. All these kids nowadays with the flat bills, it drives me nuts.
I don't mind the flat bills as long as they're in the center of their head. I don't like the cocked hat, the sided hat.
So did he call that a strike?
He called that one a strike, yeah. We kind of stunned in the booth.
Okay. Oh, well, and unfortunately, you forced number 8 to swing like that because you called a ball clearly a strike.
Hitter, number 17,
that was
Joe
ridiculous.
Cody.
So number 8 for the Colerain Cardinals strikes out and heads back to the bench, Ryan Murray. And now Joe Cody up. Yeah, I don't like flat bills. They look like duck bills. I'm just not
Joe
a fan.
Cody, 2 for 2 on the day.
Maybe they moved the plate. Did they move the plate? All right.
Well, he called that one a strike too, and Joe Cody didn't like that one. So, different pitcher, different release point. You shouldn't change what you're calling balls and strikes, and this time over the plate, blows him by. He's got a lot of movement. Doesn't throw overly hard, but that ball's really tailing away.
Reminds me of my days when I was a pitcher. Did not throw hard, but had a lot of movement. Usually the ball going over the fence.
So 2-0.
Foul ball.
Takes one off the leg. Cody battling.
0-2.
That's what I said.
That's what I thought you said. Rocking in the box.
Jordan Hurley delivers. This one outside, 2-1.
Or 1-2. It's a beautiful day. Have I said that?
This one high and tight evens the count of 2-2.
Easy decision there not to swing at that one. Hurley does like to bring it. There's no doubt about it.
More pitches to see, the more comfortable Cody's getting up to the plate. And this one just misses it. Fouls this one off.
Yeah, Cody's mad at himself after that one. He knew that was his pitch, and he was lined up on it. He just came up underneath it a little bit and ended up fouling it off to the left-hand side.
Still 2-2, 1 out.
Nobody on base for the Cardinals, up 3-0.
Fights this one off. Is going to be a tough play for the third baseman. Makes a nice run and goes and gets it. Nice play down there at third.
Yeah.
Got to make sure they didn't make
The
a
catcher
substitution.
for the Cardinals, number 13, Corey Heffron.
I believe that was Jonathan Deichel on the play.
Yep.
That'll bring up to the top of the order for the Colerain Cardinals with 2 outs, Corey Heffron. Base on balls, a single, and a ground out for Heffron. Oh! Little inside, but it does catch a little bit, graze his chest. So another hit by pitch will give Colerain Cardinals.
The left fielder for the Cardinals.
Well, that's a big deal right there, right? Because if you're the pitcher with 2 outs, the last thing you want to do is have to get to Hiller in this inning. I mean, you really want to retire that guy, Heffron, and not have to face Genesis. But again, I'm willing to bet $10 he swings at the first pitch.
Well, you see, if he gets a fastball in his likings, he's an aggressive hitter.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't think it matters. Oh, he didn't swing. Look at that.
And
we got the PI guy here. Nobody shook my hand.
That's why you never make predictions, Chris. I'll tell you what, next prediction you make, I predict that you're going to be wrong.
You think so?
Yep.
I think he swings at this pitch.
So that's 1 strike. To the plate. Changes up a little bit. Jordan Hurley shows a little bit of a breaking ball. Changes speeds. It gets Hillard out on his front foot. So we got 2 strikes for the Colerain leading hitter.
No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs now. Got to protect that plate.
Nice lead off first, and he's got him.
Yep.
Heffron caught him leaning, but a little bit of hesitation by the first baseman. Looked up, and really the shortstop was late to get to second base. But what you got to do, you throw the ball anyway. If he's not there, it's his fault. If you don't make the throw, it's your fault. So a little break by Colerain Cardinals. Heffron gets picked off, but then Just a non-headsy play by the Oak Hills Highlanders. Puts a runner in scoring position with a dangerous Hillard. Looking at 2 strikes.
2 strikes now. Got to protect that plate. Be a hitter.
And he fouls this one off.
Well, now it hits it to the second baseman who bobbles
with
it.
his speed.
Can't get it, and he beats out the throw to first base. So good running by Genesis Hilliard. The ball was coming, just dribbling through the infield. And number 4, the second baseman for Oak Hills, could not pick it up and get it to first in time. And moving on to third is Corey Heffron. So once again, the misplay by the second baseman and the shortstop in the previous play, not there to receive the throw from the first baseman, could come back to haunt the Oak Hills Highlanders. Is now number 5, Murray, is up to the plate. It looks like we've got timeout on the field.
Yeah, catcher just wants to settle down his pitcher. He did his job. He got the ground ball he needed. He got the pick off.
That's all you can do.
You can't give a team like Colerain, as dangerous as their hitters are, an extra out in an inning.
What position? Do you know what position Genesis played when he played football?
He was a defensive back, a wide receiver, I believe.
Okay.
He hasn't played in a couple years.
Yeah.
He kind of had to make the decision. A good,
I'm guessing he played as a
football
freshman.
player.
Maybe as a freshman he played, and that was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so.
'Cause I never saw him at the JV level.
So first and third, 2 outs. Murray at the plate. He
Oh,
drives that ball hard,
he
and it's got a
crushed that
shot.
ball.
He caught a fastball, and you give Colerain an extra out, and their hitters will make him play. That's a bomb out right field. Big hit by Murray.
Jacob Murray with a 3-run home run, bringing in Hillard, bringing in Heffron. He's coming around third now. His entire team at home plate, ready to meet him, and that pretty much probably going to put this game out of reach now as the Cardinals go up 6-0 on the Oak Hills Highlanders.
Murray leading the team in RBIs, and he saw the fastball he wanted, and he drove it.
Yeah,
this ball off the crack of the bat. That was a no-doubter. He drives that. And a 3-run game is now a 6-run game. So that Oak Hills, with a couple mental errors there, have really made this last inning for them coming down in the last at bat a little more difficult.
Yeah, absolutely right. And that's what it is about baseball. It's the little things. It's the little mistakes you make that can come back and kill you.
So Spencer Henn fouls the first ball off.
He just got underneath that ball. Came straight back to the fence. Picked up by number 7, Kyle Bolden, as he waits on deck. Boy, I'm sure Kyle would love to get another at bat. Boy, Jacob Murray crushed that ball. I mean, he crushed it.
And fouls another one off. And looking for his first hit of the ball game. 0 for 3 so far.
If you're Hurley, you got to be a little frustrated. I mean, you've come in, you induced a ground ball, you picked the guy off at first.
Well, you picked the guy off would have been the third out. Then the ground ball would have been, so really given Colerain 2 extra outs, and as he delivers down in the dirt, ball 1. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Colerain with 3 in so far in the bottom of the 6th, leading 6-0 over the Oak Hills Highlanders. Hurley sets and brings it to plate, a little tight. Ball 2.
I love the patience shown by Spencer here. I mean, he went very aggressive at those first 2 pitches, and now he's been thrown outside in the dirt, inside. He's laid off both of them. Oh, that's a tough one to take.
Gets looking at the outside strike to end the inning, but Colerain Cardinals get 3 across on Jake Murray's big home run. So at the 6.5, it's Colerain Cardinals 3. Oak Hills Highlanders coming up, trailing 6-0.
Colerain fans, we'd like to remind you to stop by the concession stand to pick up your Colerain baseball spirit wear. It's only.
Do you like what you see? Do you want to see more programs like this? Well, check out waycross.tv for this program and others like these.
High School, 1/2 inning left to play, and the coach is going to stick with the hurler on the mound, Stefan Athon. So far, he's going the distance, he's shutting out, he's straining a bunch of runners. Coach says, hey, you may be tired, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to close this one out. So the top of the 7th,
number 22,
we got a
Cox.
substitution, Brad Cox in the ball game.
And number 22, Brent Cox, is a senior. Yeah, you know, absolutely. I appreciate Athon coming back out. If they don't get those 3 runs off the bat of Murray last inning, I don't think Athon comes back out here to try and finish this game off. There's still Colerain pitcher still warming up at the bullpen. He's guarded by a batting cage. I can't see who it is, but there's somebody down there throwing.
Right down the middle of the plate.
Well, I mean, you've got a 6-run lead now. There's no. I mean, there should
strikes.
be. Yeah, just throw strikes. I mean, you're not trying to fool anybody here.
Right down the middle of the plate again.
Exactly. I mean, this is just the way it should be, right?
Yeah, those extra 3 runs gives your pitcher a lot of confidence to come in.
Oh yeah, I mean, right.
3
Strike
pitches,
3
3 strikes. That's what you do as a pitcher. Throw strikes, and if they're not going to swing it,
For the Highlanders,
that's
right
his
fielder,
4th strikeout of the day. As
Austin Penwell.
And
Stevan Athon.
That blows my mind. They come in off the bench, and you're not starting, so you get a chance to swing late in the game.
Another substitution in for the Highlanders.
I think it's 26, isn't that Penwell? That's Penwell.
Oh, you're right. Austin Penwell in the ball game.
Nubler out the second baseman, caught in the air by number 1, out number 2. 1 pitch, 1 out. The Cardinals now 1 out away from putting this one in the books, up 6-0. And the first baseman is now up, Matt Cron.
Yeah, he came in and introduced in the game. Hit by a pitch his last time at bat. They're trying to get something started here. Oak Hills will take it anywhere it wants. Delivered as a strike as Stevan Athon.
He hasn't thrown a ball yet. He threw 3 strikes, and then the first pitch swing on the left. I mean, Cron's got to be a hitter. He can't be up there to watch. And he did.
Drives the ball to Hens up there. He's going to cover the bag. And there's nobody better. Stevan Athon starts the game, finishes the game with the ball in his hand. So from Colerain High School, from Brian Wyatt from WeareColerain.com with Chris Simonitis, thanks everybody for Waycross Community TV. This has been Waycross Community TV's broadcast of Colerain baseball, where Colerain goes away victorious 6-0. Thanks for listening, and have a great evening.
Are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.